Alright, here we are. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you're at in the world, looks like these guys are probably ready. Okay. Yes, indeed, we've got quite the king of the hill today. Yeah, actually, Lux, it's funny. I actually, take pride because if somebody hates me so much, right, that they sub just so that they can immediately, as soon as I upload a video, literally as soon as I upload a video, they will go and dislike it. They care so much about me if you actually stop and think about it. Is the sound quality borked? Been trying some things with OBS. Let me know so I can switch things up real quick. I might have to restart the stream, but okay, I think it's fixed. Let me know how it sounds now. I actually was trying to. Oh, I hope the videos I recorded. I better check. I recorded a bunch of videos yesterday. I would, it's funny because I'm actually, eating McDonald's right now. I actually have a burger that I didn't quite get to finish before the countdown was done. Just sitting over there. But, yeah, so I've been trying to mess with the audio settings. I guess YouTube was destroying the settings for my microphone. I might have to process those videos differently. But, yeah, I've been messing with sound. Ooh, now it's way too loud. Holy cow, what was that? I'm messing with sound settings and just in general, what did I get from McDonald's? Well, I'm not sponsored or anything, but I did get a burger, just a quarter pounder. Yeah, actually, McDonald's, at some point in the past, I don't remember exactly when, they actually changed up their beef, so they don't freeze their, quarter pounders patties anymore, they just ship them fresh. Which is way better, honestly. As somebody who's worked in steakhouses most of my life, I know beef, and you never want to freeze it if you can. Just avoid it at all costs, basically. So, yeah. Falcon 500 gold max price unit. Well, let's see. He's got the cohort of Sotek here. His plan, he told me today, was to take Lizardmen and no bans, so that's what he's did. He's up against Hadra's Skaven, so right off the bat, this is these players both might be memeing, but both very, very good players. I don't know, though, how meme of a build is this? Let's see. 3 Croxigors, a whole bunch of red crests, and so very theme build. Very much a theme build of the cohort of Sotek, tons of skinks. We've got 2 Feral Stegodons, very strong choice, 1100 points. This is probably one of the most cost-effective monsters in the game, I would say. Extremely good, actually. With the Slon, of course, leading the way, that only fits. It is a high Slon. He's got full-on reefers. And as for the Skaven, Light Priest on a Bell, this is the best clan, of course. The most classy of clans. Clan Eshin. They've got Council Guard here on loan. Looks like Deathmaster Snitch here, of course, leading. Bunch of Rat Ogres, Assassin, a Mortar, obligatory Mortar, Hell Pit Abomination. So it's actually not really an Eshin army except for the leadership. But it shows us that they've subjugated all of the other clans in this timeline, or, I don't know, make up whatever lore story you want. Relationship canceled. Yeah, good time. It's gonna be a good time now. Let's see how these players play it. Both players kind of sizing each other up right now. That's totally fine. Usually, I don't know if this is technically written into the rules yet. Arrow had been discussing it with a bunch of people, but generally I allow kind of a minute or so, 30 seconds of leeway time. I guess this is still fulfilling the attacking rule anyway here with these clan rats, plus he has the mortars, but usually I'll give the players, a little bit of time to kind of size each other's army up and then position their army for their initial engagement. Sometimes you want to be patient on your approach and get specific positioning. And your opponent can always move to block you, of course, but eventually both of you do need to attack. But it's fine to, take a few minutes, not a few minutes, few seconds even, to, make sure you mouse over your opponent's army, check what units they have, think about the formation, how you want to deploy and everything. kind of a redeployment phase, if you will. But as it is right now, Falcon's not taking too much damage on the approach. Hadriz doesn't have any really high-value targets in terms of like infantry or cavalry to shoot out with the mortars. He's just kind of having to spread it around on a bunch of skinks, which is okay. It's not super ideal, but yeah, skinks engaging in the front line here. These javelins try and get in range to toss those rat ogres. Looks like they do get interrupted there. Here, a manticore summon as the skinks are pushing up through the woods here. Little skink priest getting involved in combat. That's great. Triggers some extra leadership penalties there. And here in the center, the croc scores are making a very heavy push. Stegodon charges into the Plague Furnace. This Plague Furnace is going to be doing great damage, though. Just massive value, draining out a ton of skink units here. All of these cohorts and the croc scores as well. Nice chip damage there against them. Deathmaster Snitch comes down over here. He's holding back this Feral Stegodon, along with some rat ogres, which is pretty impressive. He is just a little ratty boy after all. But the scaling damage will be nice against high HP monsters like that. Likewise, Hell Pit Abomination holding the backline. Man, this is a really good game so far. Skinks getting terrified here. That's not great. I'm surprised they got... What did they get terrified by? Nothing's that close. But Hell Pit Abomination super far away. That's kind of unlucky, I guess. But anyway, Skink Skirmishers feeling the wrath of the Mortar. Mortar honestly isn't too high value of a target, but it is going to get pounced on by Croxagors here. Oh, look at these big boys. Look at these big boys. Oh, that animation. Oh man, and like the globe falling out and everything. That was great. I don't know if I've ever looked closely at the Globadiers, or the Mortars death animations. Look at that, the ball pops out. I don't know why that makes me happy. It does though. Certainly doesn't make the rats too happy, although it looks like the single entities are holding just fine here in the center. Now Snitch and the Assassin also pull in. Again, the scaling damage will be nice against any of these high armor units. And the fact that Snitch also has Weeping Blade, right? So you come look, and any of the targets that he's hitting are going to have minus armor. It looks like he's not actually getting decent contact, as none of those Croc scores had that effect active. Falcon, very aware, is able to pull away. Still going to lose maybe a couple models there. He's still just boxing up with his Croxagors. Not Boxagors, but a box of Croxagors, if you will. Pushing through and getting on this second line here. Yeah, just trying to avoid the Hell Pit for the most part. And then all of a sudden, the two Stegodons are left here kind of alone. If they can goon this Assassin right here, that's going to be great value. Start to cut down on some of the debuffs. Unfortunately, Snitch did disengage from that engagement. We've also got some grinders coming back online, so the attrition's definitely starting to wear against the Lizardmen a little bit here. Skaven play very well in that attrition game. The High Salon coming forward. He only has Apotheosis. It would have been nice to maybe see, honestly, Fiery Convocation. It might be a decent pick here. Council Guard still holding in this center pocket. I guess that is giving some physical resistance to this Assassin. Likewise, I don't know. The Skink Priest I like definitely for the Manticore summons. I guess that's kind of his second spell, right? But it does fill the slot a Skink Chief could maybe fill, and I don't think there's a Chief separately, which they will get assassinated pretty hard by Assassins, but they can also kind of kite them and shoot them a little bit, which is interesting. Dang, those mortars getting back online is not great, though. Rock scores having to be used to go after this Plague Priest here. They could push through and get those mortars. There's only 3 models left, but keep in mind, of course, models literally only need 1 model to apply their damage over time effect. That's unfortunate. Feral Manticore kind of just gets enraged there into the Hell Pit and Snitch. Balance power still pretty close, though. As the Salon's perfectly healthy, and there's a decent push. These two Stegodons also, both about half HP, so I guess it's still kind of anyone's game at this point, but oh man, that was a really nice mortar hit. Hits everything here. All of these Skink infantry units, even hits that Skink Priest, gonna do a bit of chip damage to him as well. Yeah, it's decent right now. Definitely nice back and forth. That Assassin did manage to survive, and with pretty minimalist losses too. I'm very... excuse me. Just dying slightly. No, not really. But yeah. Snitch also now comes over, and this single entity situation is not going to be great for Falcon because the Salon doesn't contribute a ton here, and he kind of has to keep him away from Snitch. Nice grinder snare, double grinder snare even, it looks like. Yeah, gets those Stegodons, although Snitch, the Assassin, doesn't really follow up. Snitch is going to get some hits in here. Oh man, he's doing really nice damage to that Stegodon. Probably will route it off as well. That scaling damage going to come in massive in this late game here. As the Apotheosis, little trickle here or there. Oh nice, they knock Snitch back out of the way actually. We're going to keep it close as it is pretty critical engagement here. I don't know that Falcon really has enough though. Between the Hell Pit, I almost called it a Fell Pit. Not quite, but oh man. This is a mistake, though. This is a huge mistake, I think, on Hadra's part, given that both the Manticore summons have already been used. I guess it's not that huge of a mistake, but it does lead to this Plague Priest actually getting terrified and routed off here. The fact that Snitch, you know, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but he's wasting critical time not supporting this engagement here. Like, you see this Stegodon is super low. It might not end up mattering, though. The other Stegodon kind of pulls out over here, trying to rally the support of these Kroxigors. And now also you can see the Slaawn desperately pulling away here. Snitch is going to be able to slip through, though, as the Stegodon is out of control. Oh, no! He gets tagged by some skinks. And Kroxigors push through. The Stegodon also pushes through. If this Stegodon can hold, there's literally 2 Council Guards standing here, giving Guardian, though, so that physical resistance will help these characters. Snitch also throws his Blade Master Whirlwind, almost, and it does actually end up routing the Kroxigors along with the Hell Pit here. Now, I just don't know that there's enough left for Falcon. Yeah, especially with this Feral Stegodon routing. It's got a handful of the cohort of Sotek here, but the Slaawn, right now, actually, the Slaawn is being somewhat protected by the fact that the Deathmaster can't really get to him because of the Stegodon. So yeah, he definitely needs to stay away from the Deathmaster. But actually, the Slaawn can fight maybe this Hell Pit. Maybe that's not the worst. I don't know. Probably definitely wants to get out of there. And it gets terrified. That's probably a GG. We'll see. A lot of these units over here are coming back, but if the Slaawn goes down here, if he gets caught by Snitch or something... Snitch is getting hammered, though, by this Stegodon. The Stegodon, with its 76 charge bonus, if it gets a good charge animation on Snitch, it will do a lot of damage. Snitch, though, Hadras, you can see, is kind of dodging around, trying to dodge the attack animations, or at least he was. Ooh, a lot of RNG in this late game here. The Slaawn actually does come back from being terrified, and Snitch gets a big hit to the face from the Stegodon. That actually could swing things all the way back. Snitch now terrified, getting chased by Skinks. The Stegodon enrages, follows up immediately into the Assassin. Now here comes the Hell Pit in the side, gets a good hit, good couple of hits on the Stegodon. Cold-blooded there to get it back under control, with the extra leadership as well to hold it in the fight. Can Snitch hold? Man, this is crazy. This is such a good game. Holy cow. I feel like this needs to be like finals of a tournament or something. This has been an awesome game, man. I do think probably... Oh, Slinger's coming back. That's going to apply a little bit of a leadership debuff, and you can see these lizard units are all of a sudden wanting to rout. Snitch rallies. He does take a couple hits from the Kroxigors there even, but yeah, I think that's it. Pretty much everything's gone. Handful of the cohort of Sotek here. I mean, literally like one of them. Yeah, and just the Slaawn left. There's a handful of units over here for Hadris too that he'll eventually notice, and for and for Falcon too. But they're probably not going to end up mattering here. Is once this Slaawn takes enough hits, that's pretty much it. But GG. Wow, that was super close. Yeah, the Hell Pit's just a little bit too much. Oh, what? Did you guys see what just happened? Did you guys see what just happened? Did you see that? Tell me you guys saw that. The Slaawn literally picked up the Hell Pit and threw him on the ground. Did you see that? Look at it, look at that. Did you see? I'm honestly gonna go like rewatch that on stream right now, because that was... What? Wow. Just wow. Whew, that was a game, man. I don't think I've heard that custom animation exists. I don't think I've ever seen that. Wow. Sounds good, Wicked. Oof, that was crazy, man. That was so close. Wild swings back and forth. That was something. Let me go ahead and get the next competitor lined up. I'm actually going to mute myself momentarily, because I'm also... after that, going to grab a drink of water and do a couple of other things, but let me get this lined up. Yeah, that was a really good game. Woo. Alright, let me go ahead and check. It looks like Nomru actually up next. I'll give him the password. And let's throw some music. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, couldn't let that one pass up. One of the best tracks from any Total War game of all time, which is saying something. Total War games generally have great soundtracks. In fact, I think pretty much all of them have great soundtracks. Certainly very thematic and atmospheric, including Troy, of course. But it looks like Hadriz, of course, going to be stealing the Lizard spotlight with Clan Eshin. I love it. Clan Eshin, no bans. The way to get it done. So, I hate to cut these tracks. They're just absolute bangers, honestly. On this not sponsored stream. Yeah, I don't think they would want anything to do with sponsoring me. Something tells me I'm not really corporate material. Even though this channel, I keep it relatively clean here. Something tells me the content. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Dude, that synced animations video is super cool, right? You link him that? Yeah, there's so many, like, hidden synced animations you don't get to see very often that are really good. Like, actually, Tyrion versus Malekith have a bunch, I think, too, on foot. Yeah, interesting. Really, really cool ones. Probably my favorites, though, like, I'll probably do a top 5 favorite sync animations at some point, but just to give you guys a little bit of a preview. Definitely the swan throwing the helmet on the ground for number 1. Number 2 has got to be the head-butting giant. So giants, actually, if they're fighting each other, have sync animations, right? Which is funny, because, like, 3 factions have giants. So you do sometimes see it. Wait, no, 4. Yeah, 4. And they're all old world factions, too. So they made giant versus giant animations, and they'll, like, they'll, like, smack each other in the belly and, like, hunch over. And, yeah, the headbutting one, though, he just, boom, headbutts the other one in the face. It's so good. That one's definitely top 2. For number 3, probably the one where the dragons, like, fly up in the air and, like, attack each other, because that one is very cool. And I see that one sometimes. Very occasionally in certain matchups. Have to think of some other ones. There's a lot of other good ones. Yeah, I saw Zach. Wait, I saw you guys all hanging out there. I think I'm gonna try and make it to one of the next few if I can. I don't know. My schedule's kind of all over the place right now because of work, but if I can make it, I would absolutely love to. Let's have a look here, though, for Namru coming in with Supreme Sorceress. He's got triple Dark Riders with Peter Crossbows. Looks like 3 Old One Chariots, not Scourge Runners. Interesting. I like that in this matchup. Bunch of Bleak Swords. He's got the Chili Boy, Death Hag, and K-Knight Assassin. We've got a bunch of Jezzails. Hadriz out here trying to prove me wrong that Jezzails are in fact not overrated. Got some Rat Ogres here. What is that? Snitch? Probably. No, it's not Snitch. Gray's here. And we've got an Assassin as well. So Hadriz is taking pretty decent build. Again, I'm not the biggest fan. No Mortars, I think, is a mistake. Maybe he's trying to go off meta in that way, but the Scourge Runners will take a pretty decent amount of damage, and I guess that's what he brings, or the Cold Ones even, and I guess that's what he brings them for, is to counter either Cold Ones or Scourge Runners. But the Cold One Chariots, they kind of get like a little bit of a janky engagement here. They don't actually do that much damage to the Grey Seer, although they can if they charge him directly, but I don't think they did charge him directly. That being said, nice setup with these Dark Rider crossbows right here, going after the Rat Ogres. They could also set up and go after this Grey Seer as well. Currently, the Hydra is getting lit up by Jezzails, but their DPS is low enough that it should be okay as long as it's not engaged with too much else. But here, this is not great. Rat Ogres are able to get a hold of one of the Cold One Chariots, and if it loses a model, it'll go into Enrage, which is not great. Then you can't pull it away, but it does have quite a bit of time. You can see it's pretty forgiving in terms of that Enrage. A lot of people will cite that as a reason the Cold One Chariots are bad, but honestly, actually, it's not that big of an issue, as you see there. But the Jezzails are definitely feeling it. K-Knight Assassin ran in here, YOLO charge, and actually gets mauled by Rat Ogres. And Or snipe. Maybe he took a bunch of shots from the Natty Boobos. I'm not 100% sure, but he gets wrecked pretty bad there after popping off his web of shadows, which did a pretty decent amount of damage to those rat ogres and so on. But tough to lose out on that value. Nice burning head though, going to come straight through this line. Clip a bunch of those Skaven. Also hits the weapons teams. They're not going to do as much damage to them because of the armor. But Howling Warp Gale here is able to freeze the Supreme Sorceress in place. Potentially bad situation. He definitely needs to try and get back out of range, but the Jezzails are actually proving to be pretty decent here. Natty Boobos in particular has gotten some really nice work done against some of these high-value targets. But the Chariots are definitely making their presence felt. Dark Riders also trying their best to deal with these Rat Ogres. The Supreme Sorceress honestly probably could drop a quick terror route on these Rat Ogres with a rear charge and then pull away. Likewise, the Chill of Sontar also healing back up. It did get routed earlier, but it's doing fine now. The Chariots, even though the Rat Ogres are okay at holding them back, yeah, like this Rat Ogre here gets broken. Cold One Chariots also continue shooting while in melee. So even if the Rat Ogres are engaging them, the Chariots will continue to deal some damage to them, potentially, and can, you know, just function, get more value in general. So that's pretty nice there. Council Guard do manage to catch up with this unit. But, oh man, Chili Boy really needs that regeneration proc right about now to stay on the battlefield. And there he gets it. Dark Riders pulling up. Honestly, having the Dark Riders unload on the Jezzails themselves might not be the worst idea at this point, so that you can get your single entities going. The Chill plus the Manticore Lady will be able to beat these two Bells. If you can get rid of the Jezzails are the main threat to them, right? So I would think you would want to shut them down, but... Ooh, yeah, here we go. Actually goes for a melee charge. Here we go. Going for a quick terror route here, if he can. And just even to tie down these weapons teams, or maybe the Rat Ogres, I'm not sure. But the Chariots here, like this Chariot's come back, it's kind of engaged on some Clan Rats, or what are those, Skaven Slave Spears? Yeah. It will probably still win that engagement, even just standing there. But... Manticore Lady drops in. Right now, the biggest issue for the balance of power is that both of these Skaven characters are so healthy, and Hadris has done a pretty good job protecting his weapons teams. I definitely like the pick of the Cold One Chariots here. I do think against Skaven you want to probably go for Scourge Runners, just because the Armor Piercing, like maybe you take one Cold One for the Armor Piercing, just in case, but Scourge Runners are going to be a little bit better at dealing with the single entities, right? And also, they're just a little bit cheaper, so you could potentially go a little bit wider here. Some more support units would have been nice, but ooh, nice Burning Head. Gonna come cut through this back line here. I'm surprised, how is this K-Knight Assassin still here? He was like dead a minute ago. Okay, now he's really dead. Skaven Assassin beats K-Knight Assassin in that situation. And that's probably game. Yeah, Chili Boy's having a hard time keeping his leadership together. Just look at those overrated Jezzails, right? Yeah? Well, here's the thing. If you know what you're doing with them, you should bring them, right? I'm not saying... With the overrated units, it's like kind of the same thing with the Shaggoth. It's not that those units are bad per se, it's but that they're units that, like, newer players especially sometimes over-rely on. And so they develop, like, bad habits, or when they come up against a player who has more experience, they just get steamrolled, right? Like... Yeah. But I do think Jezzails, I don't usually take them playing the Skaven in a lot of matchups. I prefer to take other tools. Natty Boobos are great, though, don't get me wrong. And if you are going to take this many, like, definitely got to have a lot to protect them. And he did, have 3 Rat Ogres? Probably 4 Rat Ogres, plus 2... carts, basically, which this is legal, by the way. The Plague Furnace is the super weapon, Bell is not. So, yeah, he has a lot of mass to stop, right? And not only that, but this is an interesting pick as a protection unit right here, because you do kind of have to protect them as well, but at the same time, they can, to a degree, help protect. You see how he repositions them here. Hadris does kind of away from these other units. They can get some volleys, but they do ridiculous damage to anything that gets up close. And since the Jezzails are usually the priority target, like, they're maybe not gonna go after the Deathglow Bombardiers. So actually, I kind of like this pick to protect these, yeah, 3 Jezzails. It's an interesting pick. 4 weapons teams, again, for me personally, is not something I would try and pull off, but I guess only 2 Rat Ogres plus the 2 carts to protect, and I guess Council Guard, kind of a protection unit as well, although they're not going to help against mass. Yeah, for Namru, I think this build's just a little bit too narrow. Like I said, you switch the Cold One Chariots out for Scourge Runners, just go a tiny bit wider, maybe bring some melee Dark Riders to chase units off, and get some nice side rear charges, maybe run some additional disruption. Could be pretty good. And then Fire is decent. I like Manticores also in this matchup. Either way, honestly, either or is kind of interchangeable. I think Wa is better than Murderous Prowess, yes, except that you have to remember to use it. That's the only difference. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, totally. And here's the thing, like, yeah, it's totally fine. And I'm not saying I'm always right either. Like, today's video was pretty hilarious. I'm not totally, and here's the thing, I'm not attached to my ideas, right? Like, I'll give you my argument and reasoning, but if someone gives me a good argument and reasoning, like, I will listen and change my opinion. Like today. Falcon, anyway, as I'm getting the next competitor, is Red Legion. Yeah, so like today, for example, with the Skirmish Cav video, Falcon like had a really like thought out, well, like reasonable kind of what was the word I'm looking for? Well presented, I guess. I don't know, like well expressed. He just laid out his points and kind of talked through them, and yeah, he made some pretty good points that are valid, and he like. So, like, for the past, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, we were, like, discussing Razordons, like, testing them head-to-head versus, especially Dark Riders and Outriders, like, doing a bunch of different tests to see kind of how they performed in different situations, and it was interesting. You know, I'm not totally tied to Razordons being the best Skirmish Cav. I kind of just made that mostly because they do a ridiculous amount of armor piercing damage, and I feel they're obviously would have probably been better to do underrated, but I don't know, like the Skirmish Cap discussion is an interesting one to me because there's a lot of different variables that go into it, like if it's forward firing, if they can fire on the move, like Razordons being slow, and Falcon actually brought up the point of them being more similar to a weapons team, like a Skaven weapons team that's fast. And actually, if you compare, that's a decent comparison. Like, you can learn a little bit there. Like, they are very much like a fast, armor-piercing melee with melee stats, you know, rattling gun that just does less damage up close. Still a ridiculous amount of damage up close, though. And the missile speed thing, too, is one thing that I didn't talk about in that video that we were discussing and kind of checking some different things, comparing them to like Outrider grenade launchers too, and it's interesting. Like, more than anything, I just like the discussion and testing things and testing them both, you know, in a vacuum and in battle and in practice, like figuring out, okay, what use case, like how do you define which one's better, if it's used in more matchups maybe, or, you know, figuring out what criteria we would use, or I would use to make a tier list of different units. Like I've done a lot of unit categories, and like there's a few I'm getting close to doing all, like I've done all the units in that category. Like catapults is one, just about done with that. I may not even get a grudge thrower game. I think that's the only one I need to get. Skirmish Cav, I've done most. I still need to get a few, like Glade Riders, Sisters of Thorn, Centaurs with throwing axes. I guess there are still quite a few Skirmish Cav I need to get to. Well articulated. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, that's a well art. That's, you know, that comment is well articulated, as his was. Yeah, kind of funny. Like war beasts that have a shooting attack. Interesting. Yeah, you could compare them in some ways to like the white lions, right? But the thing about the Skaven weapons team comparison is because they do have the same model count. And the thing is too, when you compare, like they have per model, they have like twice as much HP as like regular skirmish cav, right? So there's some kind of interesting considerations there. Yeah, Pistoliers, the Pistoliers too, they have the highest DPS with that 360 arc. Like most units that have a 360, most cavalry, I should say, skirmish cavalry that has a 360 arc doesn't have that high of DPS, except Marauder Horsemen obviously do, and Pistoliers also. But the poison thing is huge. I mean, on the skirmish cav especially, because it means like you literally almost can't be caught. And also you can help control the movements of other units. Plus, like, Blade Riders with Hagbane tips have pretty decent melee stats. I think they were maybe overpriced though. And also, Spider Riders on the other hand are super cost effective, but they don't do that much missile damage. Like, they're actually not going to probably do even as much missile damage as Wolf Rider Archers, right? Because Wolf Rider Archers have a higher volume, so kind of a interesting one. Probably Graviac, probably. How to counter skirmish? So counter skirmish, it depends on what faction you're playing, right? If you're playing somebody that has a lot of stationary skirmishers, like dwarfs, artillery's your best way to counter skirmish. And just having your own infantry skirmishers protected, which is, again, the dwarfs, their infantry skirmishers themselves, already many of them have some protection. But, you know, like, it's another example. Having, you know, missile cav that's cheaper than theirs is awesome for counter skirmishing, right? Like, greenskins are probably the best at counter cavalry, like counter skirmish cav, because they have the cheapest skirmish cav in the game, and it's also, they have another one that has poison. Both are decent in melee when you activate WA, especially, and I guess without it, they're kind of, Wolf Riders are garbage. Spider Riders are actually pretty decent, but yeah, like artillery and your own skirmish units is kind of how you counter skirmish, right? So whether that be infantry ranged units, you know, your own skirmish cavalry, it's nice when you have a ranged advantage. Like if you look at, like let's say Chaos versus Greenskins again. Greenskins, the Wolf Rider Archers have just a little bit more range than something like Marauder Horsemen. You can use that to your advantage to try and, you know, continuously like pull back as you're shooting them, and yeah. Spiders, yeah, you can also use cheap ranged units. Like obviously vampire counts don't have any range, right? So your best bet is to screen with cheap units and then just try and sustain those cheap units if you can through passive healing, so that they can just soak up all of the ammo basically, right? And just eat it, literally you catch bullets with your zombies' faces. That's how you would counter skirmish with that. But yeah, Ungor Raiders. Yeah, I would agree with that. Ungor Raiders, in terms of infantry skirmishers, that would be really hard because that covers a huge amount of units. So Ungor Raiders might be in the top 5 or top 10 though, probably. Illyrian archers are interesting because they're, I don't know, they are pretty good, but I used to use them a ton, and actually, like, since High Elves have had some changes, I haven't been using them hardly at all. Still pretty good in some matchups, but let's take a look here. Red Legion coming in with the Empire. And, of course, we've got Evil Reign of Clan Eshin continuing. Yep, bait shots, dodge easily. Yep, they can draw your opponent into a trap. Yeah, Wolf Rider Archers are, like, for 350 points, there's not even for like 400 points, there's not another unit that has the same utility as them, like the same set of things. They can do so many things. May not do it as well as other things, but they can. Yeah. Yeah, if you go all in too far on any one part of your army, then that's, yeah. Unless it's like a specific matchup where you know, I mean, again, game knowledge. And anytime I say this is something you should do, there's always going to be some exception why you should break that rule in a very specific case. But that's why I love this game, honestly. Anyway, back to the Empire build. A couple of Outrider grenade launchers. We've got Empire Knights, Spearmen with shields up front, Sigmar's Zons, some Huntsmen, double Mini Boris with Chalthazar belt, and yeah, some more Grenados. Interesting. So something tells me he wants to explode, and as it turns out, Hadris has gone with a rush build. Interesting. No weapons teams, just some slingers. And he's got lots of Rat Ogres, Snitch, Plague Priest, Hell Pit, and ROR Flayers, Dwarf Thing Menace. Nice. Armor Sundering's pretty decent here. Probably going to be trying to combine that with the Skaven Slave Slingers to generate good value against Knights. Likewise, it'll help these Spears also do something, probably. Plague Monks, too. That's a nice touch. I like this pick here. They're very good against Empire Infantry. And, wow, they even have, like darker hoods for Clan Eshin. That's kind of cool. Never actually looked at Clan Eshin's Plague Monks up close. They look slightly green still, but they're definitely more washed out. Oh, yeah. Plague Monk's gonna be pretty solid here. Ooh, look at that, too. Nice Vixtrins. Nice, nice. Yeah, nice wide push here. Gonna be getting up close. These grenade launchers probably wanted to start firing already, but this Hell Pit Abomination, believe it or not, will be a good target for them to shoot at. They can get some clean shots, but it looks like pop concealment bombs, run back with the death squad, because these the skirmish cav might be coming over. Just kind of hanging around in the back right now. He is conceding these flank engagements almost entirely to Hadris here, which is not great. This Dwarf Thing Menace especially is already catching a unit of Empire Knights. Balthazar really needs to throw a Plague of Rust on this, and then, yeah, dive with the two mini Borises. How would you say Boris in plural? I don't know. Maybe then countercharge back in with the Empire Knights, see if you can throw some blasting charges, but that Plague of Rust will be pretty essential taking down, especially given the little armor buff, and yeah, those Grenade Outriders basically do nothing to the Rat Ogres there. Meanwhile, the ones in the center here, just not enough to protect all this. With the Huntsmen plus the Outriders actually get caught up in the Death Squad there. Huntsmen will be great against this Hell Pit, but right now, I mean, stationary infantry skirmishers can be very tough to protect against Skaven, right? They have great disruption tools. They've got great chariots, summons, just fast infantry in general. It's very easy for them to tie down stuff like Huntsmen. So it can be tough to make them work here, but this Hell Pit is taking some pretty legit damage. Balthazar and the Mini Boris, the Empire Captain here, also dive down. Oh man, that misclick. Looks like he was maybe going after Balthazar with that, but actually hits Mini Boris and Mini Boris number 1. And the Hell Pit, that was a good snipe attempt. Balthazar needs to get the heck out of dodge, though. He does not want to go down here. These guys are cheap enough that they can kind of stand and fight the Hell Pit for a minute without too much worry, but Empire Knights push up, make a nice charge in the front. This Dwarf Thing Menace still completely unopposed at this point, though, and the Grenade Outriders really need to be firing into blobs to be effective. The micro it takes to make them work, especially this many, I don't think is worth it. Like, maybe you take one and, like, hide it here somewhere and bring it out after everything's engaged, but Pistoliers are just going to be so much easier to use in terms of micro that it's a lot less taxing on you. You can focus on other things like these Mini Borises and Balthazar, who now throws a Final Transmutation. That's actually pretty nice Final Transmutation. Gonna get a bunch of rat ogres here, a bunch of the Skaven slave spears. Ooh, that was not overcast though. Ooh, definitely should have been overcast. The Hellpit Abomination is like turned towards the side now here, getting attacked. Balthazar, you know, honestly, you could call that Searing Doom on the Hellpit. It's big enough that a lot of the missiles will make contact and it'll do a pretty decent amount of damage. As it is though, Balthazar, yeah, he needs to get out. And the Grenade Outriders, this is a pretty nice blob for them to fire into, so they are going to start doing so. Snitch, though, oh, just eating these Empire Captains. Empire Captain is just not on the level of Snitch in terms of melee combatant, just not even close. So you would expect them, like 2-on-1, they would actually do okay here. But, oh yeah, Balthazar charges in too. Snitch is going to eat him now, along with the Hellpit. Pop the Deathmaster Sigil. Hellpit's not doing any animations. Now it is. There we go. Grenade Outriders are trying. They're definitely trying here now, but we've got Rat Ogres coming in the side. More Rat Ogres over here. Grenade Outriders just not having the space to operate. Empire Knights charging through the back line, shutting down all these slingers. We've also got this one Huntsman back online, which could be a good get for a Red Legion here, if he can use that. Is he shooting Snitch with that? Looks like a little bit of a misclick from him as well, as he's actually shooting Snitch with those Huntsmen, and as a result, they're not getting any damage on this Hellpit, which is in a beautiful position right now. They could get some nice DPS there, but now he switches targets. Balthazar jumping down, getting on the Slingers. Balthazar actually has 70 charge, which is pretty nice, considering he's a caster on a flying mount. Rat Ogre's now chasing away these Grenade Outriders, and it's just looking pretty thin for the Empire at this point. Honestly, I actually kind of really like this build if you just trade the Grenade Outriders for Pistoliers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If they add Wolf Rats, expect them to be an important unit for Skaven. Absolutely. I agree with that. It will be very important. Nice, another win for Hadriz there. Putting on a Skaven clinic today. I made the title and thumbnail about Lizardmen, but it's been all Skaven so far. Another nice game. I like the idea of Red Legion's build. Again, it's just a bit of an over-reliance on the grenade launchers. This many is just too hard to make work. It's way too much micro. Like, I would say 1 or 2, trade the rest for Pistoliers. Just use the Pistoliers, and Pistoliers too will do really good DPS, very cost-effective DPS to the Hellpit and to Rat Ogres, right? So, nice. Good. Get it going. Okay. Throw some more tunes on. Oh yeah, some nice spooky throat singing for the Skaven. Okay, give me just a second. Okay. Alright, alright. Oh, just doing a bit of stretching as well. Cool. Bad Lords unit series, yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to think of what I would call it. Might just call it exists, or needs buffs, or left behind, because in certain cases, there are a lot of units like Gutter Runners, for example, that used to be good, but now they're just not great. Gutter Runners, they're still pretty good in certain circumstances, but they're not super cost effective, given that you have a lot of other tools that do a lot more damage for cheaper. Night Runners can be pretty cost effective, but they also are like, not 100% useless. Yeah, that could work. Okay, let's see here. Oh, looks like Kurt Turin is also doing a King of the Hill right now. That's hilarious. He just started. Interesting. Interesting. I guess you guys will have to dual screen. Let's see what he's doing over there. Let's see what he's doing over there. Let me do this. Okay. So let's just go ahead and move that over there real quick. Go ahead and... Oh, looks like Turn's not actually... Oh yeah, there he is, okay.
We'll live on.
Okay, so... Okay, there's that, and sorry, just getting some things worked out real quick. Our next competitor will be along shortly. Okay, there's that. that actually
Guys,
working?
Asada is back at
What?
Cafe Rio.
Why?
Unless you're getting
No.
better.
No.
No.
Stop that. What was that? Why is it playing an ad? Stop. No. You guys can't hear it now, hopefully, but... Why? Go away, ad. Go away. No one wants you. I can't skip it. Ah. No. Don't look at it. Advertising is bad for your brain. Just kidding. I have no idea. Is that giving anyone, like, eye problems? I apologize. I'm having way too much fun. So, I'm the type of person that if telemarketers call me, I will absolutely just mess with them. Just absolutely mess with them. Okay, why? Why is this playing? Why? I don't want to... There's a reason I pay for YouTube Premium. What is happening? Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is not what I intended. It is actually showing during stream, but yeah, okay, it has all these pop-ups. So let's go ahead and undo that. Yeah, that was not what I intended, so maybe can I do this? Hey, there we go. So yes, Turn is also streaming right now. You can see Falcon is here, ready to battle. Yes. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Huh. Okay, let me do this. We're having some issues here, right? No, he's here. Okay. More Skavens is... I'm gonna have to change the title and thumbnail, I think. I think it's about that time. Okay, in fact, let's come over here and pick out a new one. Okay, let's look. This, thumbnails. Gotta find a Skaven one. There we go. Okay, if you refresh, hopefully it updated your title and thumbnail, but yeah, changed it to something a little more appropriate for Hadra's Reign of Terror here. Beautiful stuff. Let these guys pick their armies now. Streamception. Ah! Right. I went super ham. Yeah. What do you guys think I should cover next on my unit series, though? I mean, I have a few videos, which, by the way, I should check. Keep reminding myself to do that. Yeah, what units should I do? Like, I've got videos on a few things that I recorded yesterday on, what did I get? Ironbreakers, dragon ogres, rat ogres, and the other one I don't want to say because it's kind of special, but it'll be a special best in class versus best in class game. It was a fun one though. Played some games with Romulan Dog. We had quite a few absolute scraps. Super back and forth games, so that was nice. What is this? What is this track? This is no. We didn't just lose a battle. Oh, what was that? Oh. This is a little bit more of an appropriate track here. Way too much stuff open right now. What's going on? Just checking something here. People are distracting me. Okay. I've been testing this matchup out a little bit recently. Well, forever, right? But it's continuously changing, and currently where things are right now, mortars are just too oppressive in a lot of matchups. Like this one, you definitely have to prepare for mortars because high elves in general, high elves less so because you have access to some healing and really good chariots and stuff. Like, they probably have the easiest time, maybe. Maybe not against Skaven. What do you guys think? High Elves versus Skaven? Wood Elves versus Skaven? Dark Elves versus Skaven? I personally would say High Elves probably have the best shot out of any of them. But Mortars just do so much damage to all of the Elves, and their low HP means it hits them disproportionately hard. Skink Javelins. Yeah, that's a great one, Bob Tresh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Looks like these guys are ready. Dark Elf has an even matchup with Skaven. Yeah, Dark Elves have chariots, but they don't have healing. Like it's a pretty even matchup, I would say as well. But mortars are a unit you really have to worry about. Bolt throwers are nice for that reason. Yeah, fast, shielded, cheap, missile attack has 25% AP. They're basically like, I compare them to miners with blasting charges, right? Because they only have a couple volleys. They're basically just skink cohorts with precursor javelins, right? Is what's really going on. Yeah, it's... Don't get me wrong, though. That precursor volley of javelins, I would say, is as powerful, situationally more powerful than the blasting charges of miners. There are situations where one is better than the other, but both, I would say, pretty on par with each other. Both units are kind of garbage in melee. I mean, they have okay melee stats for a quote-unquote skirmisher, right? But they're really not skirmishers. They're just skinks with javelins. Hang on. Okay. Ooh, what is that? Getting some heavy lag here. Interesting. Hopefully it's not me. Might just be the connection. I don't know. Something seems off, though. The frame rate on this map. Well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully it stabilizes. That's kind of bad. Deathmaster Snitch once again leading the way. We've got... oh, yeah, that's weird. What happened? What did I do? No idea. Okay, well, hopefully it stabilizes a bit. Yeah, we've got Master Assassin here, ROR Doomwheel. We've got Dwarf Thing Menace, Clan Rat Spears. Looks like Ikit Zap Zap, Skaven Slave Spears. What is that? Another Doomwheel out there. So going all in with the mechanical units. 3 Warp Lightning Cannons, 2 Doomwheels, and the ROR Flayer. Over here in the corner, we've got some Reavers. For the High Elf build, pretty standard stuff. 1 Noble, Archmage of Death on a Chariot. We've also got a Beast Mage here. Yes, the Javelins really are as good as blasting charges in certain circumstances. Like, they won't do as much damage to just, like, shielded infantry, especially, like, low-tier shielded infantry, but anything without a missile block chance will get shredded. Like, big monsters even will get shredded. The poison also is, like, arguably better than the fire damage of the blasting charges, again, in certain circumstances. Although the fire damage of the blasting charges is really nice in other circumstances, so... Anyway, apologies about the frame lag, guys. I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully I can get things stabilized. These Reavers are going like 2 frames right now. So I might have to restart my game real quick, but... yeah. As it is... Oh, yeah, totally forgot about the double music as well. Doing great. Anyway. Silver Helms, nice hit and run charge there. They pull away. They did get some pretty good damage on that Flayer. Over on this side as well, a pretty nice push with the Silver Helms. They kind of just push past the Doomwheel in many ways and just go straight in on these Clan Rat Spears. The Rangers following up as well quite nicely there. Manticore Summon is online. The lady's kind of holding back for now. She did use the Armor of Stars to make herself stock and unspottable. This Warp Lightning Cannon fires very, very heavy. Warp Lightning Cannons probably need to start switching on to the Silver Helms if they can. No healing for the High Elf side, though, which means that this Archmage is going to have to be careful. She might have to come, like, hide behind a rock or something over here. Like, this might not be the worst position to not get shot by the Warp Lightnings. You could hide, like, right here. Still get within casting range. Nice Howling Warp Gale controlling the movements of that Manticore. The Silver Helms actually did just get straight up pushed away there. The Flayer plus the... ROR Doomwheel both together, very strong. And this other Doomwheel is kind of just holding this pocket together. These Silver Helms overstayed their welcome a little bit. Ooh, man. Unit just gets wiped out right there. That Noble Chariot just gets absolutely zapped. The Heavy Warp Lightning Cannons actually is not something I've seen in a while, but it's absolutely valid here. Given the build, you could totally, like with a Shadow Warrior build, deal with this, although the Doomwheels are kind of a nice answer for that, honestly. Pretty interesting. Ooh, nice hits. Nice hits there on those Silver Helms. And yeah, both Doomwheels taking significant damage, but able to tank out in the front line. And even when they're surrounded by Silver Helms or other cavalry, they'll still blast you know, the area around them, just like that, with their zaps. Oof, also zap their own rats. And the ROR Doomwheel, of course, does have double shot, which is what sets it apart. You can see here 202 with 2 projectiles. This one is only 78. Basically the same missile damage, slower fire rate, and only 1 projectile. Oh yeah, love Doomwheels, man. Such a cool unit. Source code deleted. Yep. Yeah, literally sent into lightning bolts. Just fully recircuited. Short-circuited, rather. Nice, nice, nice. Definitely putting on a Skaven clinic here. Ooh, that friendly fire! That's a Skaven clinic right there. That's an absolute Skaven clinic. And the next volley should connect at least even just 1 shot on the Tyrannok Chariot here. of the Archmage. Looming Dread being used by the Master Assassin. It wasn't Snitch. It was the Master Assassin. What? Oh, man. I didn't even notice. That's so cool. This guy is one of the coolest lords in the game, in my opinion. Like, probably one of the coolest foot characters, for sure. Oh, yeah. Look at him pick off with the Shuriken long range. He's got an arm, man. He can really toss those things. He's got a little launcher, little like Assassin's Creed, like whatever, the knife blade, the wrist knife blade, but launches a couple little shurikens. I don't know. Oh yeah, absolute fury road here. These Reavers, unfortunately, were forgotten about. They could have come in here perhaps earlier on and maybe shut down those warp lightning cannons, but it's pretty dubious. I do like the build, though. For me, I would have gone less Silver Helms and more Reavers, just to go with a wider volume. But, yeah, it's solid. Doom Wheelz, though, definitely an issue. And he didn't really have any direct tools for dealing with Doom Wheelz. Like the Noble Chariot kind of can, but not really. Oh, yeah. Got that windmill shuriken. Oh, yeah. Brutality. Fun stuff. Well played to Quasar. It's a tough one. Hadra's a very, very good player, but I like that build. Really like where he was going with it. Ice Power is here already. While these guys are picking their army, I'm going to go grab something. I'll be right back. Oh, good. I totally forgot the desktop audio was still muted. You guys couldn't hear any of that music. That's great. Anyway. Let me go ahead and change the map. Let's go to Blue Reach River. Okay, that's all set. Good, good, good. Time for some Dark Elves. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I'm curious to see what you go with here. Could it be 5 shades? Is that even legal? I think you can, actually. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, I know, right? I'm such a noob at streaming. It's like I've never done this before. My first time, guys. I'm nervous. No, just... Okay. Yeah, the Skaven, like, mafia families thing is hilarious to me, but... People do we have left, by the way? We've gotten through quite a few. Got, some person, I didn't write their name down correctly, I don't think. Sir Astolfo of Bretonia. Yes, yes. Up next. And we've got Honey, Nut, Nechbet, Bigion. Look at if he's back by then. If not, we've got Ryder Rohan and Bob both. Oh, looks like they're waiting on me. Duh. Ah. Pro streamer, guys. Pro streamer right here. So the Dark Elves come once again to challenge the foul Skaven. Let's see what they can get done, accomplished on the battlefield today. Blue Reach River is the battlefield. Of course, the river is not actually on the map. It's over on the side, but there's a little pond. It counts as impassable terrain, of course, in the center. Woods all around. Very interesting map. Classic multiplayer. Semi-viable. Interesting. Okay, let's see what you got. Yeah, see, this is the actual Blue Reach River. Most people confuse because they get confused because they look on the map. They're like, huh, this is not a river. This little thing right here is definitely not a river. But, oh, there's like a obelisk thing? That's kind of cool. Interesting. Never noticed that before. Learn something new every day. Oh, yeah, I'm still getting some weird frame lag, man. I don't know what's causing that. I definitely gonna have to restart my game. I was hoping it was just that map, but weird. So getting some really weird stuttering. Like some weird background process going on or something. I don't know. Let's see if I can find this real quick. This? Nope. Oh, that made it even worse. Oh, man. Okay. I gotta restart real quick. Yeah, I gotta restart my game real quick. I don't know what's going on. Might have to restart my PC. Maybe. Maybe not. Hang on. Let me see how bad it is. It's pretty bad. Frame lag is pretty bad. Like when I'm moving the camera around especially. Yeah, man, I don't know what's causing that. This has never done this before. Let's see. Let me watch the preview. Nah, turn stream is not going in the background. Let's just do it. I think I'm gonna probably restart my PC after this, though, and then restart the stream. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's something else, because this is nothing different from my normal setup. I think some background process is going. I don't know. I was trying to check, but kind of hard to check while I'm streaming. So I'm gonna probably have to end the stream, check some stuff real quick. Because it's, yeah, this is not a typical issue. Something weird happened. The memory leak somewhere. Probably. I don't know what it would be, though, because it looks like it's my GPU, maybe. We'll see. In terms of builds here, we've got tons of Corsairs. Very nice. We've got some Ravens Heralds. Interesting choice. If the Skaven don't have the tools to deal, which they may actually not have the tools to deal with that, this can actually snipe like this this Plague Priest right here, so that's pretty good. The Doom Wheel's going to get started right off the bat, though, and quickly get spotted by the Dark Riders there. We've also got the Corsair Handbows that are moving up. Gonna be getting some good fire there. Did a video about them recently, of course, as well. The melee Corsairs moving into combat. Ooh, that frame lag is really bad. Yeah, Doomwheel charging through, actually not taking a whole lot of damage from the Dark Riders given the situation. They are firing through the woods a little bit there, which is kind of suboptimal. But the Corsairs in the front line do get melted pretty well in many situations, and then literally melted by the Dread Spears getting melted by the Warp Fire Throwers there. Yeah, this is a little bit of a tough situation here. Corsairs are relatively squishy. Nice Burning Head, though. The Tail Slashers do have a little bit of fire resistance. They're not going to take nearly as much there. Nice response with the Plague Breath there. Not going to do as much against the Corsairs, but it will do enough, definitely. Ravens Heralds, I'm not sure what they're shooting at right now. They definitely want to be going after this Plague Priest here as priority target number 1, for sure. And then probably the Doom Wheel is secondary, but already Dark Elves hitting their Murderous Prowess. A lot of Skaven have gone down. A lot of Dark Elves have gone down as well. It's been relatively bloody in that way. Dark Elves still fighting pretty hard, though. Getting through, punching into the second line, getting rid of those Warp Fire Throwers. And again, getting rid of whatever threats there are to the Ravens Heralds means that they can operate with relative impunity. Although these Slingers with enough massive fire can get a little bit of damage in. That's kind of hilarious, given the effort they're expending. Dark Riders also staying relatively clean so far, although they're in a dangerous situation here. These Rat Ogres getting screened by Handbows is pretty nice. The Handbows largely staying intact except for this one unit here. But the Doom Wheel is an issue for sure right now. If the Raven's Heralds can perhaps start to bail some of these handbows out, we've also got this Dark Rider charging back over. Man, is it even as bad for you guys as it is for me? I don't know. My apologies if anyone's watching after the fact or live. Nice Burning Head is going to get rid of some of the slingers, too. That'll be pretty nice. Even though it's not the best value trade, like just... ooh, does get his own Dark Riders there. That's unfortunate. Just value trade, that's not great. But getting rid of the actual slingers themselves is going to be important for the Raven's Heralds. They've taken some damage already. Lost one model, so... over here, Dark Riders, again, kind of continuously screening here. The Corsairs kiting back, and whatever summoned units get overly aggressive, they'll get routed. The Doom Wheel's also been routed, which is great. Snitch, likewise, taking a bunch of damage here as well. These Dark Riders come in, actually, in the late game, being pretty nice to clean up a bunch of routing units, kind of keep this... ooh, wow. And Snitch's effect... I don't know what is going on right there, but... Snitch... is in a position where he's got this Fire Sorceress where he wants her more or less, but he's also getting shot by the Corsair Handbows, which is not great. They're not going to do too much damage, but at the same time, it won't be negligible either. Yeah, the Raven's Heralds, though, they don't have too much ammo, so really they need to start focusing on this Plague Priest as soon as possible. Otherwise, a lot of these units will just die to attrition, and as it is, it's still going to be tough to kill that Hell Pit, but oh man, I don't think I can even finish this game. Wow. Stabilizing a little bit, please. Ugh, it's nasty. I almost feel sick to my stomach. Ugh, yeah. So that was a mistake for sure to cast this game. Should have just restarted. Let's see. What if I look over this way? Is it not as bad? Nope. Ice Power still trying to rally his units together, though. You can see the Raven's Heralds here. The caster getting shattered is not great, but... yeah. The Corsairs is a fun one. They are very good in this matchup, but they are kind of squishy too. Like Rat Ogres and Doom Wheels and stuff like that run them over pretty aggressively. Doom Wheel's just a very strong... this combination of single entities, Snitch, Doom Wheel, Plague Priest, and Assassin, and Hell Pit, is really good. Like, just in general, in a lot of matchups. That's going to be really good. It's a little bad, but not unwatchable. I don't know, man. For me, this is like casting watchable, but... oof, yeah. I hate to just leave Ice Power here in his comeback attempt, but I don't know if I can finish this. And it could potentially be long, too, is the thing. Yeah, I've never had my game drag like this before. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, the Skaven emphasis on ranged is, people often forget that they can do stuff like this. They don't necessarily have to rely on the ranged. Oh man, yeah, I think I might honestly just back out of this. Not that I don't think the Ice Power has a chance, but it's pretty hopeless at this point. Like, I really don't know anything that... he doesn't have enough ammo even to kill the Hell Pit on his ranged units, and they definitely can't kill him in melee. Ugh, yeah. I don't know. Ice Power, if you come back, send me the replay. I literally can't watch this or I'll throw up. So, let's definitely restart the game and figure out what the heck's going on. So, yeah. I may restart the stream, we'll see. Okay. We are back, I think. Yes. it on the same one? Do I need to refresh this here? See if it's working. Oh, cool. We are back. We are back. Awesome, awesome. Cool. Let me just drop a little notification real quick for the people who do want to watch. Yes, yes, yes. Hopefully you guys are all still here. Let me go ahead and get the next competitor. Should have had that ready beforehand, honestly, but go. Cool. Music restarted here also. Sorry about that, guys. I guess it just restart fixed it. I don't know exactly what was going on, but couldn't see anything eating up my memory or my GPU or anything, so it was really weird. Might have just been Warhammer itself having an issue, but I never really had issues with that before. Don't mind me. Da, 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 da. Okay. Music, yes. Something is missing. Here we go. There we are. Ooh, that was a bit of a weird intro there. It's just, yeah. I'm a pro streamer, guys, you know. All this jank. Honestly, I need to get some, like, hardware to control all of this stuff. That would be so much easier. I don't know, yeah. I don't know, might just go to the next person since he's not responding, so go here. Grabbing some stuff here, guys. Sorry about this. It's fine. Totally fine. Should have just ended the stream right there, but it's fine. What am I doing? Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Your reign of terror will come to an end one way or another. You come play. Oh, me? You want me to play against your Skaven? Ooh. Ooh. It's a tempting offer. We got multiple people coming right now, though. I don't want to cut in line in front of these guys. They've been waiting. Here we go. Okay. People having a hard time seeing the lobby, I guess. That's fine. Okay. I think we should be just about ready to get someone in here. Okay, we got him in. There we go. We are back. We are back. Okay, so this here, oh, I deleted that. Okay, cool. Fine. Just fine. Okay, we are here. And it's going to be Bretonia. Specifically, the, whoops. Revealing a build by doing that. That's fine. We can get Dance and Warzag up here to hide. Good old Dance and Warzag. Yeah, Bretonia versus Skaven. And specifically the Chevaliers de Lyonesse. Which means we could see a wild Big Henry here. Yeah, I got it figured out. I don't know what it... I didn't actually figure it out. But restarted the PC. Restarting Warhammer seems to have fixed it. I've loaded into some replays and was checking things, so I think we're good. I think we're good, yeah. Yep, Hadris is probably going to be his last game here. He's going to be up in Turns King of the Hill soon, so... let's see, how long have we been going already? I guess it doesn't tell me up here. It does, okay. Been going for almost 2 hours, looks like. All said and done. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, where's Zag? He's getting it, you know. You know he throws down to these bangers. Yeah, dude. Walks around in the giant face mask before it was cool. Got the absolute moves, got the sick tats. Also just runs around in a straight up loincloth with a squig on his back. Like, he is a legend, man. Absolute legend. And legends never die. Although Warzak does sometimes get sniped horribly. Let's not, get too far away from that. It's awesome, though. Definitely, at style points, he is easily top 5, if not number 1. Oh, these guys are waiting on me again. Okay. Excellent. A Stallion Tomb for the map. It's a nice small map. Should be good. Thanks, Dancing Wurzag. No, that's not it. There we go. Alright. Yes, the Stallion Tomb here on the coast. Nice little bay area with like some islands and stuff out here. Looks great. Then there's the tomb itself, which is up here. Or is this like an abbey? Kind of looks like an abbey, actually. I don't know. All these ruined like castles and watchtowers around. Man, the terrain in this game is so cool. Look at this spot. Old fort right here. Old, I don't know, I guess not Empire. It would be a Stallion fort, wouldn't it? And here, this is the tomb. The tomb's down under there, right? Then you've got this, like, abbey up here. All these graves. Super cool. Super. Anyway, the army's also going to be super cool. Go ahead and fade out the music. Whoa. And it's fine. Hey, what's up, Wicked? Back just in time. You're almost up. Got probably like 1 or 2 people before you. Yeah, a couple people before you. We'll see. Like 3 or 4, depending on if people drop. Yeah. I wish, here's what I wish. All Savage Orcs should dance, but Wurzag should obviously be the best dancer. That's how you fix that problem. Is you make him just like have the absolute moves, right? And then the other Savage Orcs are just like kind of doing a shuffle. That would be cool. That would be cool. Nearby units dance with him. That would be actually be really cool. He's just got a roving dance party. Yeah, anyway, back to the builds. For Raponce's faction, we have actually Raponce here. Pretty good. Henry, plus Damsel Lore of Life, of course. Looks like plenty of Knights of the Realm Grail Guardians. Interesting. Decent choice in the center. Battle Pilgrims, Men-at-Arms. Interesting, no Spear Men-at-Arms to support a bit against Rat Ogres, though. And, Hadris has gone with a Degenerate Box build here. So you were saying last time you liked his attacking build. This is not an attacking build. It's very much still Snitch Assassin, you know, similar single entity combination, but this time we've got a Doom Wheel on station, and it is getting poisoned a little bit here. You can see the Doom Wheel, oh man, a little bit of overshot too in the Battle Pilgrims there, along with the Mortar doing some okay damage, but Knights of the Realm don't want to commit too hard against the Doom Wheel. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of big targets for them, including like the Hell Pit and so on, but Knights of the Realm, Grail Guardians especially being kept way in reserve here is pretty good. But, ooh, will this hit multiple units? Ooh, nope, just contacts that Archer only, which is pretty good. Could have maybe contacted some of those Knights as well. But man, those Battle Pilgrims just getting absolutely worn down before they even get engaged. Pretty rough stuff. Henri and Raponce cutting loose, going around, and ooh, they're going to get charged here by Snitch. They go all in on Snitch. I don't know what the Damsel's doing in here. She's definitely not welcome in that fight, but She's going to go ahead and skedaddle there. Rapun's getting some damage on her already. Oh, man. Oh, no. The damsel tries to rear charge in there, but gets expertly blocked by the Hell Pit Abomination. Now Knights of the Realm coming for a rear charge. Some of them cut and run. The damsel quickly gets terrified, which means she will actually get out of that situation. Fine with her. Archers now pull up on station. They're going to start firing at the mortars. And it doesn't seem like they maybe have enough AP. We'll see. But at this point, the mortars are still, looks like, on those archers, perhaps. They do shatter them with that volley. Grail Guardians coming in now. And they should be able to tank this fight okay in the center. But the loss of this damsel, or potential loss of this damsel, going to be massive here. And I didn't even see, yeah, Rapun's got wrecked there too. Looks like Henri is also getting worn down by this assassin. So definitely this Warp Grinder getting a few key stops here. I don't know, I think Rapun's and the damsel both are going to be able to escape anyway, since some of the Knights of the Realm were able to push and get in there. They themselves getting absolutely wrecked, though. Yeah, need some trebuchets. This is why you need trebuchets against Skaven always, because trebuchets counter mortars. Yeah, Snitch is hard to deal with using characters. Exactly, yep. Well, it depends on the character. He's pretty squishy. If you have, like, Fireball or another magic missile, you can blast him pretty good. But, yeah, that was rough. That was rough. Definitely need trebuchets against Skaven. They're, like, probably the best matchup to use trebuchets, because they counter weapons teams. And mortars are very bad for cavalry. Very, very bad. Okay, let's get the next one up. Okay, so get this here. Okay. Yeah, Plague Furnace is really good. Really, really good. And the AoE drain is devastating too. Yeah. It's an interesting build going with Rapunzel and Henri there. Lewin is just so good in that matchup because he has magic resistance and missile resistance, so he's relatively immune to getting hit by missile units. In that type of a situation, he's going to have a hard time landing anywhere because Snitch is going to want to try and mirror him. But it's interesting. Bretonia versus Snitch specifically. I'm trying to think who would be the best at killing him. Maybe like Gotrek plus Felix? I don't know. I'd have to think about it a little bit. You don't have access to any good magic missiles. Like, you have Amber Spear, but that's not really great for sniping characters on foot. Oh, there we go. Okay. And we'll switch to... Ancient Dragon Cave is terrible. Not that one. What was I thinking of? Yeah, Shimmer's Ward? Something like that? Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, it's true. It's true. He has to do a lot of micro with Snitch in order to make him worth it. One thing, actually, probably that's good to do in that matchup is Lewin. You go Laura Manticores, Laura Beasts, and just don't take anything that you have to heal, really. Like Lewin has self-healing, he'd be the only one otherwise. But, oh, some chaos, huh? Honey Nut going in with the Warriors of Chaos. Let's see. Time for some Big Bird, perhaps a Master Assassin to counter him. We'll see. It's gonna be fantastic. Fun one, for sure. No, he went with Coast. No, he went with Coast. We were in for it. Just kidding. Yeah, Manticores and Fireball. Archaon, I think, probably beats the crap out of Snitch. Because he has magic damage, and Snitch very much relies on his physical resistance. Archaon has way more HP. And, like, good stats. Plus, again, Fireball, he can buff himself up pretty good to counteract some of the debuffs. Yeah, Archaon, and obviously, Big Bird. Both. Archaon's a little more vulnerable to getting sniped by something like Jezzail's. Big Bird will die to a Hell Pit. Whereas Archaon can kill a Hell Pit sometimes with the right support. I don't know about Hydras. That's kind of more of a Dark Elf thing. But Manticores for sure. And, I mean, in campaign, Greenskins have Feral Hydras, so why not just give it to them? But in multiplayer, I would rather see the other monsters. Jabberslaith and the Gorgon, which I do think we'll get definitely at some point. Getting ready myself up so that I don't forget. Yeah, right. Yeah, Beastmen won't be in the next DLC. It's true. We'll be Wood Elves versus the Game 2 faction. Or, yeah, Game 2 faction. Yeah, I don't know who it could be, though. Probably Skaven from what we've heard. From what you've heard. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Skaven do have a lot of lore around, like, the world roots and stuff, right? And, like, there's a story where they broke into it or something. I don't know. I'm not up on the lore, but I remember hearing some stuff about that, and it would be nice to get the Clan Molder units. That would basically finish off Skaven. And they, like, out of all the Game 2 factions, they're the ones that are missing the most actual units from their army book. Like, the other ones, Lizardmen are missing a couple, not nearly as many, and then, like, Dark Elves and High Elves, I think, both have everything. And they even have to make up a couple units for High Elves. Like, I don't think Silverin Guard... I think the Silverin Guard was, like, the unit captain for a Spearman or something. I don't know. But it wasn't really a thing. And, like, the whatever, Arcane Phoenix. Warlines and the Lion Chariots were definitely from Tabletop, but might have to do the same thing for Lizardmen if they are going to add, like, the Troglodon. That's the main missing one, the big one. Troglodon, like the Skink Oracle, too, like another lower tier caster lord, which I don't think they actually need. Slon are super strong. Oh, yeah. Thanquol has to be in this game at some point, probably in Game 3. I say this game, actually in Game 3. Someone gotta end Falcon. Good luck, man. Good luck. I might actually, let's see here. What's the rest of the list looking like? Looking like. Might just honestly end the stream, and for people who want to play still, yeah, we can just play some games. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to watch Turn's King of the Hill too. But we'll get this battle done at least. Hopefully, if we can get loaded in here. This is not the map I was thinking of. It's fine. Totally fine. Kislev. For sure, Kislev. I would put literally money on Kislev. Like, real, actual, physical money on Kislev. I think it's probably going to be Kislev, Ogre Kingdoms, Demons of Chaos. And I don't know, like, because they need to save something for DLC, which I guess they could just do, like, the Eastern Human factions, which I would be super down for as DLC, and include the Chaos Warriors to start. But for me, like, looking at, if you think about, like, okay, there needs to be a base faction that supports Lord packs, potentially. Like, Chaos Dwarfs don't have that big of a roster, so they would have to make up a lot of stuff. For me, like, looking at what the Chaos Dwarfs actually have, like, from Forge World and stuff, their official things, like, there's not a lot there. It makes me sort of think of, like, Vampire Coast more. So, I don't know. Maybe that will be a DLC faction. Like, I think maybe Chaos Dwarfs would be a good candidate for that, is what I guess what I'm trying to say. And Kislev, I think, will be in from the start, because you need one quote-unquote good faction, right? Ogre Kingdoms are kind of like orcs, they're kind of neutral destruction. And then you got the demons, obviously, for chaos, and I don't... Like, there wasn't an undead faction, really, in Game 2 for base, right? I don't know if they would do anything. There's no more undead factions, right? So, I guess just kind of by process of elimination, if they're going to do 4 factions to start... Or maybe what they'll do is split up the Demons of Chaos into 4 separate factions, and then have, like, Ogre Kingdom's Kislev on top of that. That would technically be 6 starting factions. And I don't know if they'll do a unified Demons of Chaos separately, because that would potentially be more, right? 4 demons plus the 5th, like the 4 god-specific, I should say, which could include, like, warriors, beastmen, you know, and... like warriors, beastmen, and demons, obviously, for that god specifically. And then the Demons of Chaos Undivided would be just demons only, but undivided, right? I don't know. Maybe they'll... I don't know how they're going to break it up. Potentially, you could see, like, 5, 6, 7 starting factions, depending on how they split up the demons. And the... Like, if they do end up going god-specific, which I think would be really cool. Like, for me, I think it would be awesome to have, like, you know, Zangors and, like, you know, like, Warriors of Tzeentch with maybe some different alternate traits from regular warriors, and then maybe you have some, like, cool, obviously, unique custom skins, and then, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think they would definitely split up the factions, but the gods factions anyway. But yeah, we're here next. Skaven versus Coast. Interesting builds on both sides. We've got Night Runners here, Snitch, of course, and Assassin. Council Guard over on the far side with the Plague Priest. We've got Runner Slingers, Clan Rats, Warfire Throwers. Interesting choice here in the center. I like this, actually. Light Scabs, a Plague Pack. They do have magic damage, so they'll cut through these Sirens very well. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's a wild bloat over there. We've got Shade Wraith Gunners, who are, in my opinion, probably one of the worst RORs in the game. Fleet Captain, Lore of Deeps, so no Lore of Vampires, means this is already a fun build. And we've got the Polearm deckhands, some handguns. Oh, discovering some stuff. Spotting various things here. Spotting Snitch and the Gutter Runners there. The Plague Pack are taking the shots from the Shade Wraith Gunners, which is obviously good targeting, good priority targeting there. Oh man, these are just Skaven slaves though, so I don't think the Bloody Boys will try and go after them. Let's see. Right now, Harkon's just memeing around, just flying back and forth and doing his thing. Ooh, these Plague Packs are going to chop through this front line, though, pretty quick, and the lack of zombie summons will end up being a huge problem. Likewise, Concealment Bombs been popped on this Vixtrin's Death Squad, and they're coming in to assassinate these Shade Wraith Gunners. They might even just want to go in after that caster, honestly. But, ooh, looks like one Bloody was discovered the hard way. Another one's going to get caught by Skaven slaves, probably. Let's see. Oh, this is the MLG race right here. Who cares what's happening in the rest of the battle? Oh, no! No, Bloody Boys! Oh, double Bloody Boy detonation! Beautiful. Oh, MLG play by Hadriz right there. Sacrificing his, you know what, I'm just going to say it. Using Skaven slaves in the best possible way. Sirens here also, keep in mind that the Warp Fire Throwers deal magic damage, right? And just in general, Skaven have a lot of magic damage. I'm not the biggest fan of taking Ethereals against them. Shade Wraith Gunners as well, they're way too slow to get away from anything right here. So, like these Vixtrin's Death Squad, they're really not taking much damage at all from the crabs. They're able to consistently get and hit, and even though the physical resistance is there, the fact they have lower HP means it kind of doesn't matter that much. Yeah, here in the center, Sirene's starting to get dragged down as well. It's kind of too thin for Vampire Coast. It's a fun build for sure, but risky. Yeah, it was a good counter indeed. Plague Packs. I don't even know what happened to them. They're here somewhere, but... Plague Packs were a distraction. It was really all about the Vixtrin's Death Squad. Here's the Plague Packs. Oh, they did actually get a hold of some Sirens here. Here we go. This is what you came to see. That's what you all came to see, right? Is Sirens getting bopped by bearers. Sensor bears. Oof. A couple of them just refusing to disengage here. Oh man, that's fun. Nagash will probably, if he gets in game, my guess is he would have his own faction with different units. Because if I remember right, I talked to Loremaster of Sotek about this one time. He had, in the end times, he did have a faction that was like mixed. Tomb Kings, Vampire Counts, and obviously Vampire Coast wasn't really a thing in tabletop, but yeah, it was just Tomb Kings and Vampire Counts. You didn't have access to Blood Knights and like some other specific units from the Bloodlines, like no ghouls, no Strigoi, and you had like skeletons, zombies, obviously. You had, I don't think you had Tomb King's constructs either, but I think you had like the Mortis engine. I don't know. They'd probably make up some units too for like the big undivided, I don't know, undead. We'll see. It would be interesting to see like a combined arms undead army. It would be horrible too, because it'd be really strong, but... Oh... Yeah, so I think I'm just going to end here. If you guys, you know what, actually, Neckbet's here. Neckbet, you were on the list still, and I think we had you plus Wicked were the only ones left. So if you want to play, I'm down to play you, or I can have you play Wicked, whatever you want to do. Send some messages out here. Yeah. Probably gonna end soon, though. It's almost 4:30. Wow. Where did the day go? Yeah, come on in. I'll shoot you the password. Okay, I think I got you added. Let me double check here. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the map. We'll go Schwarzhofen. Let me invite you. I'll wait for you to join, and then I'll back out and rejoin so that the lobby doesn't close. Yeah, come on in, come on in. We can have some more games, no worries. I can always watch it later. Okay, we got him in. I don't know, Wicked. I don't know if he's AFK, but okay. Let me go ahead and rejoin then. Yes. Cool. Disarranged here, and this will probably be the last one, unless Wicked responds before the end. But I don't know, he might be AFK or sleeping. Okay, I'll go. Let's do some. What have we not seen today? Let's go greenskins, ban nothing. Yes, greenskins, ban nothing. Need some more replays of the boys. They are always in need of more replays perpetually, it seems. Let's see what we got. See what got. Okay, cool. Looks like Wicked will be on, so we'll have at least one more game after this. Oh boy, time for some counts. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and throw up a screen blocker here. Not that I don't trust you, Neckbet, but nope, not that one. Where is it? Dancing Wurzag! Yeah, I'm playing the greenskin, so of course, it's gotta be Dancing Wurzag. Make that a little bigger there. Okay, now what do I want to do is the question. I think I want to do this. Definitely, and that as well. Okay. Then from there, definitely want this. And ooh, what else? Do this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then from there... Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Huh? Okay. Definitely need these. A couple of those. And then... let's do this. Nope, overspent. No. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. Almost there. Almost. Okay, what the heck? Let's do this. Nope, again, overspent. There we go. I promise I'll get it right at some point. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That is... totally fine. Yep, okay. You know what, actually? Here. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. One immortal aristocrat or Dancing Shrek? Oh yeah, Dancing Shrek is OP. He is definitely OP. Yeah, you're up next, Wicked. You'll be up next. After this one. Just decided to jump in myself, because I wanted to get a game in today. Haven't got any games in yet, actually. So here we are. Yeah, it's going to be a Grom the Paunch build, in fact. Got some Black Orcs here. We've got the Loons. And the boys. And a couple of Gobos to, you know, eat charges, like get zombies if they need to. That's good there. We've got the lad here. Then Spider Riders. You know what? We're actually going to put you on 7. This lad's going to be on group 4. And then 5 and 6. Yes. Just for you guys, decided to go with an idle Grom build because, yeah. Yep. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Where do I actually want to deploy with these guys? I guess it doesn't matter too much. Kind of set up right here, actually. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Given the old ready. Good luck, have fun. And let's see what we can do against the foul vampire counts. We'll see how this works. It's pretty meme, I'm not gonna lie. The Rogue Idol is just... it's a fun one. Okay. We do got some stuff, so let's go ahead and move up like so here. Kind of throw Grom out front here. You know what, actually, nope, here and here. Here. What do we got? Probably a red dragon, blood dragon. Got a Mortis Engine, Crypt Horrors, K, Banshee, Zombies. 2 Blood Knights? Yep, 2 Blood Knights. Okay, okay. Oh no! Oh no, he blew himself off his feet. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not what I wanted. Start running some shop on these zombies a little bit here. Let's also slide there. Oh, it looks like we're still going to get good contact. Nice. Pull a quick invocation of Nehek there. That's fine. Oh no, I might have overcommitted with Grom just a little bit. It's fine, he's fine. Pop the lucky banner, he'll be fine. Let's also move you guys up, you as well. You guys can come in here. Ooh, Fanatics. Fanatics through the Black Orcs. I mean, not through the Black Orcs. Ah, get out, get out. What are you doing? No, not that. I'm having a hard time today, guys. That was just terrible. Grom immediately gets sniped there. Fantastic. Don't even have my Rogue Idol engaged. Or my Giant. Oh, what a disaster, honestly. What am I doing right now? What am I doing right now? Okay. Let's go ahead and give Fists of Gork here to these Black Orcs, I guess. Grom actually does die there, which is not good. But it's also not the complete end of the world. Okay, you... Lad, you need to be over here. Okay, and we need to focus on the Mortis Engine with you two. Pop the wall, give us some immune to psychology. Let's get over here. You go ahead and overcast blast on that Mortis Engine. Crap, that Banshee got healed back to full. This is basically over already. Probably, at least. We're going to go ahead and save Winds of Magic here. Might just engage with this guy. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe we can win this. Not feeling too confident right now. But really would like that Fist of Gork. Okay, he's coming for me over here. That's fine. Can come attack him in the back right here. Let's get on him with these guys as well. I said over here, guys. Come on. Try and screen him out a little bit if we can. He's going to summon some zombies right here, but that's fine. Get the lad going here. Go ahead and blow up those Blood Knights right there. And, yeah, we're losing some, but it's not too much. We're probably going to be fine. Probably. Yeah, I mean, we'll get our caster back soon, which is fine. Let's go ahead and just keep up over here. Keep up the pressure. That Mortis Engine is going to beat us eventually, but maybe we can pull, actually, the Blood Dragon down into a bad engagement with the Giant. And pull this guy back over here. You guys can go screen the zombies. You guys can also come screen these zombies. Yeah, I don't think this is winnable for me, though. I think I just totally threw it away right there. Oh, good. Both of our casters are back. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a zap. We really got to get rid of that Mortis Engine, but I just want to zap, I think, this guy right now. Come on. I said cast the spell. Yes, there we go. Breath Attack didn't do too much damage, not too worried about it. We really need to start focusing on that guy, though. And I think I missed my opportunity for a second Fanatics cast, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and get this. Pop another wall real quick. Looks like the Orc boys are coming back. Go ahead and hit that Wand of Jet real quick. Give us some more magic. No, no, no. Stay in the fight. Stay in the fight. Yeah, there's no way. Kind of feels bad losing to a degenerate blob build, but that's what I get for throwing my lord away like an idiot. I'm a pro gamer, guys. Did you know? Very true. I mean, I was kind of asking for it with this meme build, to be honest, but... yeah, immediately getting my Lord killed right at the start is a great way to play, for sure. In case you didn't know, that is the MLG way. Yeah, that was terrible. That was one of the worst games I've played in a long time. Fine. Yeah, this stream, everything about this stream has been perfect, right? Nothing at all has gone wrong whatsoever, so totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah. Alright, Wicked, you're up, if you're still listening. I don't know if you're still listening, but if you are, you're up. Okay, alright, that's fine. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess it's done then. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now, Wicked. If you wanna hop in here, I'll send you the password. I don't know where Neckbed just went. Oh, okay, there he is. Okay. Oh, that was bad. That was the worst. Can't believe that game is going to be in public for the rest of time. I'll probably just cut that part out of the stream. Just kidding. That was bad, though. That was really bad. Kind of asked for it with no bans. I definitely should have banned counts, because undead are stupid. Okay, let me actually pick a map here. My brain is shutting down for the day. I've been doing this for too long. Next time, the list is going to be much shorter. I can't really go much over 2 hours. My brain starts to turn into jelly. The casting quality gets consistently worse. So, there's that. Yeah, Grom can be sniped, as it turns out, if you are actually the worst player in the game. It's true. Very true. Beastmen, Van Counts, and Pirates. Okay. Wait for these guys to get their stuff arranged. See what we got here. Wicked, of course, the dreaded triangle dragon, most OP in the world. The only dragon that's viable these days, to be honest, is the triangle dragon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Sorry it's been kind of all over the place today. Yeah, it'll be better next time, hopefully. Probably not. Okay. Sorry, just getting distracted by some stuff over here. People are once again trying to talk to me while I'm streaming. Like, do you not realize? Do you not realize? But, yeah, Empire versus Beastmen should be interesting. Yeah, Knights Blazing Sun super good in this matchup. Empire Knights also super good in this matchup. And I like taking the Griffin caster, even though it's really squishy and not very good. Even though it's fun, you can summon more Manticores with it, so it gives you like multiple terror options, especially if you go like Boris plus the Amber Wizard both on Griffins, plus 2 summon Manticores. That's 4 terror-causing units, which typically the Empire doesn't really have a lot, right? Other than Steam Tanks and Griffins. So you can really kind of spread that around the field and get multiple terror routes at the same time, like on different parts of the battle. And it's pretty strong. Felix as well is kind of a weird niche pick in anyone versus Beastmen, but especially here in that type of a build, because he can heal both Boris, who has already some of the best healing in the game, and of course you've got the Amber Wizard, who is pretty squishy. The Helping Hands will give him more missile damage resistance, and also more melee attack, which is not as useful. It's kind of nice though in certain circumstances. And yeah, then Felix also, that is one matchup against Beastmen where you do want to take his item, Eragul. Gives him tons of bonus versus infantry and fire damage. As it turns out, that is exactly what you need to counter Morgur, is melee anti-infantry fire damage. So yeah, Morgur gets absolutely slapped by Felix. And, yeah, that's kind of how I like to roll this matchup. Let's see what Wicked's gone for here, though. I see a bunch of Flagellants, pretty solid in this matchup. 3 Empire Knights and 3 Pistoliers. 100% approved. We've got a Cannon, a Boris, and a Fire Wizard. Not in a Blizzard. As for the Beastmen, we've got Gorehordes with shields here. Yeah, just lots of Gorehordes with shields, honestly. A couple of Minotaurs, not with shields. That's interesting pick. Definitely would take the shields. Razorgore herds. We've got also Bray Shaman, Lore of Wild, and a couple throwing axe Centaurs, a couple of great weapon Centaurs. This is actually a matchup where I'm not the biggest fan of great weapon Centaurs in general, but this is a matchup where I do think they're solid for sure. They can trade pretty well into Empire Knights as long as they don't eat the charge directly. That's true of most heavy cavalry, but in a lot of heavy cavalry matchups, they just get outclassed pretty hard. This is one, like I said though, where they actually trade really nicely. Oh man, these Beastmen right up here, vanguarded. They are just absolutely ready to go. And Morgur's faction too, they look weird. They're like all pale. They haven't been out in the sun enough. Got like weird eye stuff going on, like this dude. What's up with that? What's wrong with your eye? Oh, he's actually like missing an eye. Ooh, that's weird. Interesting. Okay, they're off, kind of. Sizing each other up a little bit here. Wicked, it looks like, deployed out on the far side with his cannon, which is a pretty good idea. That way he's kind of back away from the woods, and this hill will still be able to provide some cover. Like, I honestly probably would have put the cannon, like, right here, and then pushed it, or, like, right up against this rock, facing directly that way, but as it is right now in this position, it can get some shots. On like especially these Minotaurs and stuff as they approach. Like if we look down here on the road, ooh, right overhead. I don't know that axe is going to do much to block, but you can try, dude. Definitely, it's worth an attempt. Oh, maybe it is actually working. So far, cannon's making zero contact, unfortunately, on those Minotaurs. Monstrous infantry can actually be a little bit tricky to shoot with cannons sometimes. They do enough damage to fully kill... No, not fully kill their unit models. Minotaurs have a little bit too much health for that, but some... I think 2 shots probably do it. I'm trying to remember. They have in the 600 range. So, nice skirmishing with these Pistoliers, though they do take a face full of axes right there from those Centaurs. Just doing some nice distraction, allowing Boris, rather, to fly in here, get a quick, nice hit-and-run charge on those Ungor herds. He's got to get back up in the air quick, though. Nice. Able to get on in the sky. These are actually veteran spears as well, so they'll hold up pretty decently against the Gore herds. Gore herds will get a nice little charge there, but you can see the melee defense does help break that up somewhat. The Flagellants, though, will get torn up pretty hard. That's not going to be a great engagement for them, and the Spearmen will lose eventually, probably. It's hard to say. I haven't actually tested it. But Pistoliers making a very aggressive push over here along with these Empire Knights. The Empire Knights, if they can get a nice surround here, yep, get this caster, exactly. Drop down on him, get some picks on him. The Centaurs with throwing axes can be zoned there by the Pistoliers. That's an excellent play for the Empire on that side. Over on the far side, Empire Knights countercharging in. Those Flagellants got absolutely smashed. Big concerted push here. Ooh, and they get straight up turned into Spawn. Nice. He is able to pull out the Spawn Summon relatively early in the battle, though, which could end up working in the Empire's favor. Here you can see those Minotaurs get countercharged by the Empire Knights along with the veteran spears. They're able to win. Cannon, I think, also is firing into that engagement, but here, those Empire Knights get eaten up in a big, big hurry. This is a nasty push, and it looks like Wicked responds with a well-placed Burning Head. That's going to catch quite a few of the infantry units. The Centaurs as well will take some damage from that. Nekbet's able to dodge somewhat, but the summoned Spawn here, unfortunately, is not able to engage the cannon. Actually, looks like they go after the Flagellants here, and everything else is going after the cannon, so that's fine. Pistoliers sweeping up and back. Obviously, their firepower is needed, and Boris chasing the caster all the way off. Unfortunately, the caster, it looks like, going to recover his leadership just barely on the edge of the map there. That is unfortunate. Maybe leave one of the Pistoliers there to help, but as it is, this concerted Beastmen push, rolling up quite a few units, and these Centaurs are getting aggressive. But nice little center pocket forming. These Spearmen, having won their engagement, can now switch back and come after some of these large units that are, they're... the targets they're actually supposed to be fighting, or meant to be fighting, rather. They were using them in the front line is totally valid. Anyway, yeah, Empire Knights kind of ping-ponging back and forth between these two lines of Flagellants is nice. It does give them a little bit of space to operate despite all of the heavy bodies for the Beastmen running around everywhere. And it's going to be decent all around for the Empire. Balance power slightly in the Beastmen's favor, although keep in mind some of that is false inflation due to spawn summons. A lot of them have worn off already, though. You can see there, this one just about done. There it pops. So spawns are officially used, and having them, again, be popped that early on in the battle is potentially problematic for the Beastmen, as it kind of lessens their push into the late game. Pistoliers also pulling up, doing a ton of damage right in the face of these Minotaurs. Yes! Wicked redeeming my stream with these Pistoliers, bringing it all the way back. Okay, it was all worth it at the end of the day just to see this. This is what Pistoliers are all about, just blasting super cost effectively all across the field. Definitely MLG Pistolier play right here, like no memes, like true MLG Pistolier play. And this is another reason why you take Minotaurs with shields. Oh no, that's my MLG Pistolier play right there, is to run them into combat. They're not actually out of ammo yet, but nice little hit and run there, a little bit of leadership damage. They are able to mostly disengage, taking horrible losses, which is also, typical Dog Pistoliers, but yeah, Beastmen push now starting to get worked down. There are still a handful of Minotaurs, but Morgar himself now says hello to Boris. Boris says, "Where is Kazrak? I want my eye back." Clickety clack clack. I don't know. Let's go smack Morgar in the face. Yep, sounds good. He's gonna get routed there, and that will lead to Beastmen having general leadership issues. Get it? General leadership issues? Okay, never mind. I really do need to stop streaming, I think. Nice Burning Head. Does clip a few units there. Actually shatters that unit of Gore Herds. This unit of Gore Herds also Gonna be done soon. Nice drop from Boris right on those Minotaurs. Empire Knights holding the line, dying horribly, but allowing these Pistoliers to get a nice side shot. More pigs coming through to push the Pistoliers. But they're mostly just in a rage right now. Honestly, this infantry corps is pretty strong. Veteran Spears supported by Flagellants. I like it a lot in this matchup. This is just a pretty strong build in general. Kind of got everything you need, really. Terror. Blood Roar also debuffs leadership, and Boris has crazy debuffs for when leadership is low, so actually against Beastmen, he's such a strong pick. I think he'd probably be pretty good against Greenskins too. Maybe he's a little squishy in that matchup, or doesn't have quite enough damage, but yeah, with that Crush the Weak, White Cloak of Ulrich and everything, crazy debuffs in an AoE, and now that he has Blood Roar on his Griffin, it's a lot better. But look at this! We're not out of this yet. Bray Shaman's come back. He's got a summoned Cygor. So Neckbet definitely trying his best to finish this thing off with honor. Pistoliers out of ammo. Realize, maybe we shouldn't charge in. These Pistoliers also out of ammo. But honestly, Boris can kill everything else here by himself. I mean, maybe if we were to get surrounded by all three of these single entities, like the Cygor, Morgor, and the Chariot, it would work, but even still... Oh, looks like he noped out of that, Oh, he actually got knocked down, interrupted from that Burning Head. Oh yeah, here we go. Last charge of the Pistoliers directly into the path of the Burning Head. Yes! Yes, Wicked, yes! Beautiful. I mean, it actually does apply the leadership debuff in order to rout everything, so yes, that is a correct use, but I love that the Pistoliers just ran straight into that. Oh, man. Woo. That was a great one. That was a great one. Oh, what a game. Thanks, Wicked. You definitely brought this back for me. Feeling a little bit bad about the quality of the stream up until now, but this just increased it literally by 5 million times. So, yeah. Big thanks to Wicked. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Nice Vile Tide there. Bray Shaman still doing his best, still fighting, scrapping. Pistoliers suddenly, Centaurs turn around and actually just lose. But, yep. Caster gets shattered, and that's game. GG. GG, round of applause for Wicked from me. Round of applause. Well played, sir. Well played. Definitely like this build. The cannons is one thing I would change, just because stationary artillery is pretty tough to protect against the Beastmen, but it does kind of draw them into your engagement, which is nice. Like, Neckbet didn't end up using the Cygor summon there in the initial stage to get them, to get Wicked to come to him, but yeah, I mean, Veteran Spears, Flagellants, Empire Knights, Pistoliers, it's very straightforward, very basic, but super strong. Like it a lot. Well played. Well played to both. The fun one. Pistoliers, MLG. GG. That was a fun one. I actually don't know if you guys have been chatting. I think my stream might be bugged. See, go ahead and refresh this. True. Very true. Yeah, you can always catch the replay later on. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for today, guys. Thanks.